is it time for us to start comparing Hal and Faker? Is it time to have that uncomfortable conversation? I don't know, dude. He's getting there. So welcome back to the Apex Morning Shift, your number one ALGS morning show
on the planet.
That is a
fact.
ALGS Open LAN in New Orleans was this weekend, the biggest LAN in Apex Legends history, with a total of 160 teams across the world competed for a total of $1 million. 46 teams from North America, 38 teams from EMEA, 38 from APAC North, and 38 from APAC South. So the format of this tournament was slightly different than what we're used to. All the teams started in the winner's bracket with 8 lobbies, 20 teams each, for round 1. Then the top 10 teams per lobby advanced to the next round of winners, while the bottom 10 of each dropped to the elimination bracket. And in each round of the elimination bracket, the bottom 10 were eliminated and left for Aruba. And after all the winner and elimination rounds, the final 20 teams played a match point grand finals. Now, we're not going to look at the results of every elimination and winner rounds because we're going to be here all night. But the teams that surprisingly did not qualify for the grand finals were Luminosity, Team Liquid, Fnatic, ExoClan, E36, Na'Vi, who previously won champs in Japan, by the way. They were under the Orgonex Esports and now under Na'Vi. So yikes, going from winning the world championship in Japan to not even qualifying for finals in this LAN. TSM, Aurora, ROC, which is Vax, Deeds, and Snipedown, and Team Orchid with Hambino, Rambo, and PanicApex, who, by the way, for those of you who didn't know, was previously accused of cheating about a little over a year ago. When a very suspicious clip of him came out, of him playing in the Challenger circuit. Run that clip.
So, I mean, I don't know.
What the fuck was that?
Talking about what the fucking Horizon just did?
Yeah. This guy baiting?
I'm just confused.
You see that?
He just shot. So, I mean, I don't know.
No.
63 flash, 63 flash.
So, I mean, I don't know.
And for the longest time, almost everyone thought he was cheating, including myself. But he kept claiming that he was innocent, and he said, one day, I'm going to prove myself. And guess what? He did.
One of the best fraggers out there.
Dude, yeah. In terms of player value, he finished second overall, right behind ImperialHal, also finishing third place in overall kills with 94 kills. Wow. You love to see players prove themselves, and especially in his case, what a story, not only proving himself, but proving that he's not a cheater and that he has the potential to play among the greatest players in the world. And finally, on Sunday, the grand finals. Match point format after only 6 games. Falcons closed out the tournament right outside of Skyhook in Game 6 on World's Edge. Here were the final moments.
Twisted Minds have the height of that building, remember, to the right-hand side of the POV we see from Wopsy. So walking out from this bridge is going to be so tough. The smokes from Zero and how they are placed could be influential as to if Falcons could win this game.
Worth noting, Twisted Minds have Alqadsiah. They've moved towards them. They're fighting each other.
Oh
this
my
could
God.
open up.
The door is opened! Enemies trying to hold off the push here from Falcons. Players down on either side, Falcons up on the high ground. Is this the moment that this squad was put together for? Zero, no bangle. Downs on either side, Falcons just making sure they're patient. Making sure they don't make any mistakes. Albralele, Alqadsiah down! Falcons rising! Falcons champions! From the most insane elimination bracket run!
Falcons, your world champions. Woo!
Ole, 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 ole. Ole. I don't know if it was because like the maybe the audio team or something, but we didn't really sound like there was that much
hype in the crowd.
Hype, yelling. Like normally when a team wins, it's like the arena erupts or something. But like this time it was like, I don't know, it was kind of quiet.
But also the way that the arena was, it wasn't like,
it wasn't an arena.
It wasn't like a stadium. Yeah, it was a room. Now, yes, you could sort of debate the fact that Falcons were kind of gifted that end zone because they did land survey camp on World's Edge and it pulled right outside of Skyhook. But getting prio to the zone is one thing and it is an advantage, but closing it out is a completely different story, especially in a LAN event like this. So they did very, very well. They also played from Bionomics on Broken Moon, from Devastated Coast on Stormpoint, and from Lotus on E-District, where they also managed to pick up a Game 5 win. So yeah, back-to-back wins. to close out the tournament. Game 5 and Game 6, very, very impressive from the boys. Amazing performance with one of their players standing out slightly more, which we'll get back to in just a minute. We're looking at the rest of the leaderboard. Alliance with second place. After their wins in Game 1 and 3, they were the first team in match point eligibility, by far the best team in Europe, proving it once again in these finals. Winning at EWC last year and now coming close to picking up their second LAN win at this Open LAN event. Unlucky with 19 kills, playing more of a fragger role this time around, which we're normally used to seeing Effect pick up that role, but they made it work. Came so close, dude, so close. Alqadsiah, Alqadsiah? How do you say that team name? Alqadsiah. Alqadsiah? Damn it, I'm so sorry. Completely butchered that. With third place, an APAC South team, Player K and Strafing Flame, who have been playing together for so very long, teaming up with Pricey, not picking up any wins in the finals, but consistently placing well, which gave them a third place. And if the game kept going after Game 6, they'd be in match point eligibility. So maybe they could have closed it out and gotten their first LAN win. But yeah. Congrats to the boys. 100 Thieves with fourth place. The recently formed super team from North America also didn't win any games, but consistently placed well. I do believe this is a team that, given a few more games, would have closed it out and would have been very, very dangerous to win it all. But unfortunately, in Game 6, there's nothing they could have done. Well, not nothing, but it's very, very difficult. They landed big mod on World's Edge, and it pulled across the map from them outside of Skyhook. So very, very unfortunate. RNG, that's just how Apex goes. Shopify Rebellion with 5th place. Twisted Minds with 6th place. The recently signed boys Albrelli, Crook, and Enemy winning the winners bracket the day before on Saturday. First place, they had so much momentum going into these grand finals, and they've been playing out of their minds recently.
I'm happy
so well together.
I'm happy for Albrelli.
Oh yeah,
He hasn't found his groove in, like, I feel like
years.
A little over a year.
Yeah, no, even long since TSM.
Because he had little sparks here and there, but like he hasn't had a true success since TSM.
I would consider this success, 100%.
100%, yeah.
Yeah.
He looked happy too.
Yeah. MPIRE with 7th place. I want to take the time, by the way, to shout out the owner of this org, Hawaiian Tunda. I've been following this dude for a while now, and he's been on his game, dude. Never giving up, growing his presence on social media. A genuine dude, picking up a very, very talented squad, making it not only to the grand finals, but in the top 10, finishing 7th, which is wonderful. It's really, really good. So if you guys have not followed MPIRE on Twitter, by the way, make sure you guys do so right now. Take the time, genuinely.
I'm happy for him. He's really wholesome, dude. I follow his posts and all that. I feel like online it's really easy to get like these fake personas. That guy seems really genuine.
One of the real ones.
Too.
Envy 8th, Greenstego 9th, Furia 10th, GHS 11th, NRG 12th, 9 Lies 13th, S8 14th, Cat 15th, Bobo 16th, VK 17th, Virtus Pro 18th, Rival Esports 19th, and Twerkaholics 20th place. Who I know 20th place is not impressive at all, dead last in grand finals, but this is a team that was very impressive and made a very impressive run throughout the tournament, playing Mirage for most of the games, running at everyone, a very unorthodox play style, but they made it work. They were super entertaining to watch. They had all of the fans on their side rooting for them. So
it gave me his Watson Furia vibes. What they used to do.
What they used to do with C, right?
Yeah.
But the story of the weekend is how ImperialHal from Falcons absolutely dominated the entire weekend. MVP of the Open LAN picked up a total of 135 kills, followed by his teammate Zero with 110. Holy shit. Now, yes, they had to play more games than most teams because they were bumped down to the elimination bracket pretty early on, but first place, 135 kills is still so much.
Maybe they were like, you know what? This league is too easy for us. We want a challenge. Knock me down to a loser bracket. Let's see if we can win it.
Hal actually manifested it. He tweeted out a few days before the finals, saying, we're going to be the first team from the elimination bracket to win a LAN. And guess what? They became the first team to do so. He also led in the overall damage leaderboard with over 64,000 damage, and Waltzy leading the overall assist leaderboard with 138. So this team was a fantastically well-oiled machine. Yes, statistically, Hal was very impressive to watch, but the team overall, their synergy was so good. And this is a team that previously, as you guys have seen from streams and multiple occasions, have struggled with vibes and criticism and
yelling at each other.
Chemistry, yeah, especially Zero and Hal. But they made it work. They figured it out. Now, before I let you guys go, here are the stats for the most used weapons in the entire tournament. So, yeah. problem. I tweeted this out, by the way, on Sunday after the tournament, saying how now that Apex has the legend ban system and it's working great, proven this tournament, I think they should bring in the gun ban system.
I think it's a terrible idea.
Why?
How is Apex ever going to remove a gun from the ground? Like, we have trouble launching an update without crashing and breaking the game.
Let me know down in the comments what you guys think of that take, if they should have a gun ban system or not. And as for me, that's it for today's episode of your number one LGS morning show on the planet. There is no more coffee in this. Actually, there is. If you guys enjoyed, turn the notifications on. New episode every Tuesday. I know we didn't have an episode last Tuesday. I'm in my finals for college, university, my last semester, by the way. So I will see you guys next Tuesday. Until then, take it easy, like and subscribe. Peacers. Hot take of the tournament, cameraman, go.
I think the LAN format was asked.
You didn't like it?
Too many teams. The location of the LAN was bad. I think it was just a very mid LAN. Like,
I think
That's it.
I think the other formats are better, but I think this format is good for teams who want to prove themselves. I think that's the main good point of this format. But